I had just finished watching the show Jessica Jones. I thought maybe I should do, a review on the show. And thought that'd be kind of cool. And then maybe open up with like a noirish kind of inner monologue while, jazz like music plays in the background. But I really could only find like a jazz version for at least public domain that didn't cost any money, or that was like a Christmas Carol. And not to mention also, I kind of actually accidentally deleted the last inner monologue, so then I had to come up with a new one about the day right after me recording it. So then again, all I was doing was rambling on anyways about the last one, so I guess it really doesn't matter if I record a new one right now or not. Well, wait, is the mic still on? Of course it's still on. I'm planning all of this. Are you kidding me? But anyways, let's get to the review.
Oh, one money's Fox, right? So they can name it Fox. And... Fuck, where'd I put it? Oh, well, money's Fox, right? So they can have it Fox. And... This was an awesome TV show. This is an awesome Marvel Cinematic show. Anyways, I just finished watching Jessica Jones, and yeah, I'm very late to this one, but I've been since Iron Fist came out, and he's supposed to be the last Defender. I kind of thought, all right, I'm gonna watch all the Marvel shows all together. I'm gonna start watching all of them, starting with Daredevil, all the way through to Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and then Iron Fist, since Iron Fist came out latest. And I really didn't know much of what Jessica Jones was about, other than trigger word, I guess. That it was something to do with rape. That was about as far as I got into knowing what Jessica Jones was, and even then I didn't know much about the show itself. So when I started watching it, I didn't expect it to be a private investigator thing. All I knew was that she had superpowers and that she was looking for someone that did something to her. Because of the rape scenario, I thought maybe it was going to be that this character gave her powers, and for some reason this power makes her feel I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking, but I started watching the show, and one thing I really love about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including the shows, is that each hero has basically kind of their own theme, a little bit. What is it? Captain America's the spy thriller. This is a spy thriller. Ant-Man is the thief movie. And even the shows. Daredevil is the law drama. The whole thing with the court and everything. Law drama, mixed of course with ninjas and stuff like that. Then you have Jessica Jones, who's the PI, the private investigator, the noir, even with the whole inner monologuing at some points, and then even the jazz music in the background. I was dropping my guns, but I really do like this one. And also, spoilers for this series. Also, I'm gonna say right now, if you want to go see it, go watch it. But I didn't know the bad guy. The main thing of this is that Jessica Jones is trying to hunt down this character named Kilgrave, who a couple years ago took over her mind because he has this power to control people, but just by saying it. We then get that his name is Kilgrave, and we don't see his face till maybe the second episode, maybe the ending of the first episode. I'm actually not quite sure. But Jessica Jones is a private investigator, basically trying to fight cheating husbands, stuff like that. Or cheating spouses and stuff like that, but she having PTSD from this time with Kilgrave, and you keep his face away. And when they finally do show this character, and he appears on screen multiple times and talks, for some reason, and I know why now. Every time I kept watching, I'm just why does he keep reminding me of Doctor Who? Why does this keep reminding me of Doctor Who? I had no idea why it kept reminding me of Doctor Who. For some reason, I thought he was a guy from District 9, but I'm like, why does he remind me of Doctor Who? And then I asked my brother, who doesn't watch Doctor Who, he's like, yeah, dude, that's the Doctor. I'm like, fuck, I knew it! I'm like, crap! I'm like, for some reason, I'm like, why does he keep reminding me of Doctor Who? And I'm like, fuck yeah, it's David Tennant. I believe that's his name. The 10th Doctor. Technically the 11th and 12th Doctor. But anyways, But yeah, seeing them like, fudge, yeah. And I don't know why whenever a doctor is not in Doctor Who, I cannot recognize them for the life of me. I cannot recognize them at all almost. Because what is it? I had seen actually the Leftovers, the show Leftovers, before I've seen Doctor Who. And when I watched Doctor Who, and I looked at the Ninth Doctor's filmography, like, is this guy still alive? Why wasn't he in the the anniversary that had the David Tennant and all the way, the 3 Doctors and the War Doctor and so on. And then when I look, I'm like, oh crap, he's the freaking priest. And even in this, it's just like, oh crap, right, that he's fudge. It was like, I'm just like, fudge, yeah, that's freaking cool. Doctor Who, I really like it. Nice, right, it wasn't just seeing, but Doctor Who, I really like it. But so yeah, that was pretty freaking awesome seeing David Tennant in this. And so first off, this show is dark, and also it has some really good twists. Again, this is the not spy thriller. This is the private investigator, the noirish mystery kind of shtick a little bit. Jessica's trying to track down Kilgrave. How is he still alive after an incident that happened in the past? His powers, are freaking terrifying. He has one of the scariest powers, just to the point to where he tells you to do something, you have to do it. It's not, I don't mean that in a sense that, you don't have to do it. It forces you to do it. It's not in a sense like, listen to me or you're going to die. No, it's listen to him, and and you will do it. And that's just terrifying in and of itself. Seeing him say things like, go kill yourself, and someone just goes and kills themselves. And then even though he's freaking terrifying all the way and seeing what the fuck is he doing throughout the beginning half of the series, oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on? And then when you actually find out what his powers are or how he got his powers. If you look at Kilgrave, when I first had the idea of Kilgrave in my head before they showed him, I was thinking, my thought of how he was going to look was, and nothing against the actor, the guy who played Rorschach. Something like that, but maybe a little bit more slimy in a sense, more what you would kind of consider a rape, the stereotypical, the evil kind of looking guy or whatever. And even had a British accent, so I'm like, okay, I have a very good picture of an evil bad guy in my brain, British evil bad guy in my brain right now. I think this is how it was gonna look. And no, it's David Tennant. I'm like, oh, fudge. And again, throughout the beginning half of this, you kind of look at it, and this show, what I really like about this show too is a lot of characters you can kind of see them flip from. They go through an entire character arc in and of itself from the beginning of the series to the end of the series, where there's a junkie who later on becomes who you don't really pay attention to or whatever, and who later on is a key part of this and is and basically becomes Jessica Jones' basically partner by the end of the series, which is pretty epic. Or a cop who kind of wants to kill Kilgrave because of something that Kilgrave made him do, and then towards the end of it he kind of flips completely too. Characters have stories and stuff, and again Kilgrave himself, I first saw him, I'm like, he's a slimy sleazeball mother fluffer, and then towards the end when you actually learn about his backstory, how he got his powers and stuff, you kind of all I can see is that now. This is why he's like this. This is why this happened. And even then, this entire show is a ginormous gray area. Which I kind of love. Which is kind of cool because, it's because again, it's a giant gray area. You learn why Kilgrave's how he is, and it's terrible the things he's done, but also you kind of see, okay, this is kind of why this happens. Even at a point, or Jessica at one point is able to almost make Kilgrave a hero at one point too, and it's should she do this or whatever? Should she not? I don't know. It's just really, really. this show is really good. The acting is awesome. David Tennant, like I'm pretty sure, I don't know. When I look at him, I don't see like the 10th Doctor. I see Kilgrave, and that's actually pretty good for like few of these Marvel shows. Like they get really good actors. Like what is it? The guy who plays Shane in The Punisher. When I look at The Punisher, I don't see, like Shane from The Walking Dead. I see The Punisher. When I look at David Tennant as Kilgrave, I don't see the 10th Doctor. I see Kilgrave. And, what is it? And unlike the actual movies themselves, like you look at Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. When I see Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, because that's the first time I think he was ever introduced to me as Iron Man. Every time I see him in anything else, I always see like Iron Man as Sherlock Holmes, Iron Man as the police, this lawyer dude. It's kind of funny in that sense, but I see Robert Downey Jr. just as Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, and so on. So when I look at but the shows themselves, like again, like these, I don't know if I've seen any of these other actors or anything else, but still, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I kind of get some of these, and even like, I don't know, this show is just again a giant gray area. Is that a mosquito? Yeah. This show is just a giant gray area with some of these characters, and it's like good or bad. And Jessica's like saying like she's not a good person and stuff like that, but I do kind of like when you slowly kind of see her build up a little team. But also, spoiler alerts, not really spoilers because he shows up like in the second episode. Luke Cage is in this, and not even like as a cameo. He's literally like a major part of this series. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Also, does Luke Cage have super strength? I took it because he has indestructible skin, and I also only really know him from. I was really introduced to him from Ultimate Spider-Man when, his younger self as Power Man. But, Luke Cage with it, like, I don't know if he has super strength. All I know is that he's indestructible. Or his skin is indestructible, actually. He can still get brain damage for, like, a good enough hard hit to the head. But, yeah, I have no idea, but it's really freaking awesome. And, I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think right now. Yeah, Luke Cage is a major part of this. Also, because Daredevil and, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist are all supposed to be taking place in New York, how come I haven't seen anything about, when they talked about Daredevil blowing up a building or whatever, how come I haven't heard anything about, yeah, that building blew up. You remember that time that building blew up? We're, like, seeing, like, the news, oh, yeah, building blew up here or whatever. I'm like, come on now, Marvel. Like, these are all taking place in New York City. And yeah, it's supposed to be street level stuff, but still, I think a building, mind you, a building, not anywhere else but New York, a building in New York exploding would probably be mentioned. Just saying. Because buildings blowing up in New York is not something a lot of people like to hear. But, yeah, I'm just like, what the fudge? But yeah, like, even in, what is it? Well, I want to talk to the DC's, TV verse, even though the TV verse isn't connected with the movies, which sucks. Kind of, actually, TV series probably is doing better than movies. And so, sorry. But, yeah, so seeing that all happen, that kind of stinks, but, like, in the DC one, at least, like, was it season 2 of Arrow? They, like, the particle accelerator exploded, and then, like, the ending of the series or season or whatever, you see Barry Allen get hit with lightning, and then, next season, the Flash season 1 starts, and he becomes the Flash, which I really got to catch up on that series, too. But, but yeah, like, we never see anything, like, really connecting like that. All we really see are, like, some characters connect between the two, like, some of the lawyers appear in another show, and then in, the nurse that, takes care of Daredevil appears in this show towards the end to take care of Power Man, and that's actually mentioned later on. Another one, but, yeah, it's really freaking awesome. The series, this series is really good. I don't really want to spoil too much of it, but it is really good. I highly recommend it. The acting is awesome. Them going around New York is pretty good. There's some stuff that like they seem to kind of have dropped. Like at one point they say there's an antidote for Kilgrave's powers so that people won't be affected by his powers, but then after that it kind of is just suddenly dropped. So unless they're going to bring Kilgrave back in the second season, or somehow give his powers to someone else, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. And also I do wonder how. Because apparently Jessica got her powers by accident, and there might be some kind of shadowy organization involved with this. And Luke Cage also got his powers somehow like that too. Which, one, I was first thinking, okay, maybe they're Inhumans, because I think it's after Infinity Wars, they're going to have the Inhumans movie, which are basically mutants. They're basically mutants, but we can't touch mutants right now because Sony owns them, or Fox. Fox owns them. Hi. I'm Fox here. How you doing? I own no. But the Inhumans are basically mutants. Their only difference is that they have to wait till a certain age. I think like 21 or something, or 18, I believe, and then they have to touch a magic crystal that then activates the powers inside of them. And that's as far as I really know. I read some comics about that. And apparently Vin Diesel was going to play Black Bolt in that, which, fudge, yeah, he actually looked pretty good for that. And he does pretty well in roles that he barely ever talks. And Black Bolt's going to be pretty good over that, because Black Bolt doesn't talk at all. If he does, things explode. But, yeah, this is really good. Also, like, Jessica Jones herself has super strength, and it's actually pretty. What the Marvel TV universe or Marvel universe, what I really like is, these shows, unlike let's say the DC shows, they don't really heavily rely on CG for their powers. We never see like Jessica Jones pick up a car that doesn't look all that right, or like see her run super fast, or like see her jump. Like maybe literally like 2 scenes out of this where there's probably some CG or something like that, or even then it's probably just police. But like Jessica's like Daredevil, we don't see like his echolocation go over the walls and stuff like in the movies. No, we just either hear through his ears, or just like they're coming or something like that. And in this, it's kind of a similar way. Like Jessica Jones grabs onto the back of a car. We don't see her grab the car. All we just know is the car's lifted off the ground, the wheels are spinning, and then she just drops on the ground. And I really do like that. One, it's a lot practical effects, and 2, it's like, yeah, we don't need. Yeah, they're just not gonna like. They're like, yeah, we don't really need CG for like these certain characters. But then again, like I do wonder, does Power Man have super strength? Because if he doesn't, that I'm all right with it. But if he does, it's kind of like you kind of gave one Jessica Jones has super strength, and then Power Man has super strength. Come on now. But no, I think it's more just he has impenetrable skin. Which again, like you have Daredevil with his super hearing and echolocation and martial arts. You have Jessica Jones with her super strength. You have Power Man with his, or Luke Cage with his indestructible skin, which I'm going to start watching that show in a bit. And then you have, after all of that, Iron Fist, who, again, martial arts too. But then he has his super punch. I don't know what his, fuck on punch! But, I don't know. But the series is awesome. I definitely highly check it out. Check it out on Netflix. It's really good. It has the whole little tidbits like, oh, watch out for the not Green Lantern, the Green Man in the sky, or something like that, or like when the attack happened so many years ago. The Avengers, which again, I'm hoping that when Infinity War does happen, they'll be able to bring in. I think they said they wouldn't, but I want it to happen. I want them to bring Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Power Man, not gonna look just Jessica Jones, Power Man, Iron Fist into Avengers Infinity War, because that's supposed to take place like the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it'd be kind of cool to see all of them join in. And again, you can still keep with Jessica Jones and like their powers aren't really that big, other than maybe Iron Fist's punch. where you just need his fist glowing, but still, it's just like, you can still have these characters in this, and I'm pretty sure they'll probably, I don't know. I think they'll cost less than Robert Downey Jr. and stuff. It's, again, having Infinity War is going to cost a lot of money. They better get their money back for that. But, yeah, this is going to be, this better be freaking good. But, yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me if you guys like the series, if you saw it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want your movies I done, please links are down below, or any links are on my face, and little subscription buttons right there. It kind of sucks what happens to David Tennant in the end. I'm just like, fudge me. Dang it. But I want to see a little bit more. But still, it is all pretty good. The acting is pretty awesome. There are a couple twists and turns in this, which are pretty epic. And it's just like, and the show actually puts like, you never noticed him, did you? And it's just, like, the show kind of says that to other characters, but it's like, kind of like it's talking to you, like, you're right, I didn't notice him. I didn't really pay much attention to him. So, that's actually really freaking awesome. Check it out. Thank you all so much for watching. Share all my videos. Again, links around, subscription buttons right there, and we will see you later. Gosh dang it.